definitely a good event just to hang out and enjoy each other's company.
It's a really nice atmosphere around here, so I really like this. It's really great.
I came out to eat the food trucks.
I'm Jason Swinford, and my truck is called Recess. We've been doing this since September of last year. Before this, I did work in an office, a lot of conference calls, a lot of working lunches, and not a lot of good food options.
My name is Chicho Casillas, and I'm the owner and chef on Chubby's Food Truck. Owned sports bars before, and I've been in the restaurant business and got into a different business, brokering beverages, and was traveling a lot, looking at all the food trucks in the different states, Chicago, Texas, Florida, everywhere else. Looked at it, had the food, you know, thought I could do the same, maybe better.
Really, the idea kind of just came out of an office environment. I thought, you know, what best to bring something like Recess to people. Everyone can kind of come out, hang out together, also eat some healthful food. We have a lot of organic sandwiches, salads, and burgers. We really want you to make your choice. So if you want to come and build a salad, you can build a salad, order it online, we text you when it's ready. And then also entertainment. We have a television with Xbox, Xbox Connect, music, etc.
We mostly serve burgers, but we like to think that our burgers are with a Latin twist, because we do burgers with chorizo. We do them with a grilled shrimp with Hispanic spices, and then we also do TJ dogs, kind of like a SoCal comfort food, since there's so much, you know, Mexican influence in Southern California.
I'm eating a chorizo burger from Chubby's,
nice.
And it's pretty good. It has chorizo in it with a regular burger, and he got a cheeseburger from there.
Do I see that? Want to show me the cheeseburger? Ooh, that looks good. What's the cheeseburger look like?
Oh, there's a chorizo burger. The red is the chorizo.
Yum.
My family, both my father and my mother's side, were involved in restaurants or in meat cutting. So I grew up with everybody cooking in the house. My dad was a cook, my mom was a cook, so we've always been cooking.
My history with food probably stops at me really enjoying food. Before this, I have had no food service experience whatsoever. But with that kind of inexperience, I did a ton of research, primary, secondary research, to kind of understand both the industry and then where we could fit into the food truck scene. So what started as a hindrance actually helped me work a little bit harder in the beginning. The economics of it was a little bit unknown before, but after launch we found that yes, this can be very viable economically. I think the biggest difference between a food truck versus a brick and mortar is, you know, the food truck moves around every day, sometimes twice a day. So that's both a positive because you can kind of go somewhere else, you can move, you know, your stops around, as well as a negative. It's hard to operate something that moves consistently.
The different struggles that you have from owning a restaurant to a food truck, the number one is storage and prepping. Everything's got to get done on the truck and everything's getting stored on the truck. So you can't go out and buy enough for a whole week. You have to buy a little bit at a time.
I don't think any business these days, if you don't have passion, I don't think the success can come as quickly. You're able to really pour as much as you can into it when you're intrinsically motivated.
I'm in it to win it because you got to love what you do in order to be successful. And if you want something to be successful, especially your business in the food industry, you got to have a passion for it. And when you have that passion, it shows through your food. I think my favorite part is when we hand out food to people and the look on their faces is like, I think that's the best part. You know, people are kind of used to being inside. They're either from their house to the car to the restaurant. And, you know, if you look here, people are out on the streets, you know, they're outside, which doesn't happen very much here in San Diego. Everybody's kind of enclosed, so I think it does. It kind of brings the communities out from their houses.
comparatively, when you look at big food truck markets, LA, Portland, New York, Austin, San Diego is still really in its infancy, but there's a lot of camaraderie, and I think you're getting that maybe because the industry isn't in its infancy, but we know almost every truck that's out there. We do meetups, everyone knows each other by the first name. There's a lot of respect because this business is hard.
So we all work with each other at gatherings, events, shows, so we all get along for the most part. I'm sure some people have some hiccups with others, but for the most part, everybody gets along well. Yeah, we play good together.
We cut the